It's coming fast, but first, there are conference championships to be decided. One of those is the NIC-10 championship.
Yep, coming into tonight, Belvedere North was alone in first place at 6-0. Then we had Hononegah, Boylan, and Harlem all with 5-1 records. Will one of those teams emerge as the outright champ, or will two or more of them share the championship? Well, two of those teams went head-to-head tonight in Rockton, Boylan and Hononegah, and this one was huge. It's the Gillies Heating and Air Conditioning Game of the Week. Boylan's been rotating QBs a whole lot now. Fired up student section there. Dominic Kelly, or rather Boylan's Cacciatore with a pass complete there to Joe McNamara. Junior Jaden Williams, the other QB, taking his snaps, running down to the one. Some penalties and great defense by Hono to push Boylan back. Same drive, Cacciatore in now, throws for the end zone, but Brian Little Jr. is there with the pick. Huge play there by the Hono defense. Dominic Kelly, quarterback for Hononegah. He's going to run with the football. He is so good at that, getting out of bounds too so he doesn't take the hit. Now it's going to be Kelly going to the air. Who's he looking for? It is Nolan, maybe snatching it out of the air. He's got himself a first down. Curtis Smith then, with an 18-yard touchdown run right before halftime. It was 7-0 Indians at the break. Let's go to the third quarter now. Kelly, again, buying some time. He can really extend plays. Directing traffic. He has got Camden Rodriguez, who makes a great catch. Got that foot down inbounds. Huge play. That would lead to this. Hononegah with a 30-yard field goal attempt. It was good. It was 10-0 Indians third quarter. Back on the Titans, though, Jaden Williams. He's got some time, and he's got Anthony Lorenzo for the touchdown. That made it a 10-7 ball game in the third. But Hononegah tacked on a late touchdown in this one, and the Indians went on to win it 17-7. All right, NIC-10 analyst Tim Bailey joins us now with thoughts on this game. Let's start with that play that might have been the biggest play, certainly in the first half, maybe the game. Boylan early on driving, looking to score. They get picked in the end zone. What did you were right there by that. What did you see on that play?
They were in position to score. They were threatening to score, which I really liked. The quarterback play. Cacciatore's really grown up. He's maturated over the weeks. He's really done a good job. But as it pertains to what happened in the play, he didn't see the actual safety that was back deep. He only saw the white jersey. So he didn't really see the guys around him. So he's got to do a better job of just really scanning that field. Just because you see a guy open for a second doesn't mean he's going to be open by the time that ball gets there. And that's exactly what happened tonight.
It looked like the receiver might have broken off the route a hair or two, maybe. I don't know. But all right, Drew.
Boylan moved the ball well at times, but Hononegah's defense made big plays when they needed to. We knew Hononegah's defense was good, but just walk us through how good they've been.
Yeah, they've been on fire all year. What I like that they do, they really send all 11 hats to the ball. You really didn't see Boylan make too many big plays tonight. Boylan was effective on offense, but as it relates to Hononegah and what their defense is really capable of doing, they had a sack late in the fourth quarter by Lane, which actually put Boylan in a really bad position. But what they do overall, they play together as 11-man defensive unit on the field.
Yeah, they do. From that front line to the linebackers to the secondary, they're all pretty sound there. Okay, Hononegah's offense, they had to manufacture some drives there. They don't have Cole Schmall at receiver, who's out with an injury, which really impacts their passing game. We didn't see a lot of Brock Anderson carrying the ball tonight. The Indians' best weapon by far tonight was Dominic Kelly, running and scrambling. He's got a little Johnny Manziel in him, I think. Yeah. He's just got a knack kind of for extending plays.
Yeah, he does. And I think that's the bread and butter of his game. He's able to escape out of the pocket. When he escapes out of the pocket, he gives Hononegah another running back. So, I like what he does well. He's always looking downfield. He doesn't look to run a lot. He looks downfield, and what the receivers really do well, and they really did well tonight, they found those open pockets in that Boylan zone that they were in, and they were able to capitalize and pick up first downs.
From a Boylan perspective, how much better have the Titans gotten since we saw them 3 weeks ago at B North?
Despite the loss, they're a much better improved team than they were when we saw them against Belvedere North. They've made some strides over the week. Cacciatore, again, you got to give that young man some credit. He's really grown up since that week against Belvedere North. Would he like to take the turnovers back that he actually created in the first half? I'm sure he would, but overall he really played a good game, and I think Boylan really came out and really showed the actual conference that, hey, look, we may be a little bit scanty on the actual enrollment side of things, but we got some good ball players out here, and we still want to represent the NIC-10 as one of the top teams in the actual state.
I thought they did a good job, too, of matching Hononegah's physicality tonight.
They did.
I wasn't sure
They
going
did.
into this
They
game they
did.
could do it, but they certainly did.
Yeah, they stepped up. It was a great game. I mean, to be expected. Every year these teams go head to head. What do you see? You see, a close scoring game like you saw tonight, and a well fought game by actually both teams.
All right, so Hononegah next week plays at Belvedere North tonight. The Blue Thunder, as we expected, won big against Auburn, 42-16. So Belvedere North now 7-0. Hononegah is 6-1. Sets up a huge game next week. So let's take a look at our over/under question for this week. How many total points will be scored in the Hononegah Belvedere North game next Friday? The over/under mark set at 42.5. So what do you think there, Tim? Is it going to be a defensive game, go under or go over that?
I'm going under. I think it's going to really be a good defensive game based on what I saw tonight and based on what I've seen Belvedere North do over the weeks. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game.
Drew, what would you say?
I got to agree with Tim here. I think we're going to see a lot of defense, maybe some turnovers, but I think it's going to be a hard-fought defensive game.
Yeah, I'm going with the under too, I think.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a lot of defense. I think if it goes over, it's because defenses are scoring, unlike
Right.
pick sixes,
Exactly.
or the special teams are
Exactly.
scoring.
Exactly.
I can't see the two offenses coming up with that amount of
And then
points.
also too, you got these two are going head to head next week. So you got you have the top two defenses going head to head. So that's where my answer comes into play and saying, okay, it's going to be under. I'm going to take that.
All right.
Folks, if you want more from NIC-10 football here from Tim Bailey, you can check out the Bailey Pod. You can find it on YouTube. His guest this week is Freeport head coach Anthony Dedman.
And that was a good one. That was a great one.
We'll have more NIC-10 action later. Up next, we have the Rochelle Hubs.